Hey everybody, here is part 2 to growing a massive Facebook group. Let's get right into it. The last place we left off was defining your group and really finding the passion that you have and going all in a Facebook group with that passion. We chose kayaking as an example. We're going to continue with that example. And today I wanted to touch on branding. So when I was creating the Facebook group that I have that now is about 115,000 members, I was thinking of, well, let's see what I'm great at. What's this passion that I have? And for me, it was with real estate, and it was in regards to online lead conversion. That was my niche. It was very, very small. And I was doing it because I was speaking around the nation for Realtor.com at the time. And I thought, why not do this in a Facebook group? My wife said, hey, start a Facebook group, do it all, and go all in on this. So let's talk about branding, and let's talk about what you should be doing in regards to branding. And let me show you exactly where I started with the branding and how it went from a simple idea to something even more beautiful than I imagined. So let's get right into it. Branding. First, you need to find an objective. And when you find the objective, so whatever this niche is, whatever you're going all in with, in this case, you can see lab coat agents. When I created lab coat agents, I was thinking, well, let's think about this in a scientific way. Let's think about breaking down conversion from the consumer. On the consumer side, they come in and they go on our website to search for homes. How can I then do a better job converting it? Is there a process? And I thought, well, yeah, there is a process. Let's make it more of a system and then show people how to do this. And so I thought, let's make this scientific. And then if it grows from there, let's break down everything. Open houses, let's break down past clients, let's break down events, let's break down everything. And so that's where the idea came from. And when you're thinking about a group that you're creating, let's go into kayaking. Let's say the objective is to show people how to kayak, the best things to do when you're kayaking, whether it's getting the actual boat. I don't even know what it's called. I'm assuming it's called a kayaking boat, but let's call it a kayaking boat. Let's find the right paddle. Let's find the right equipment, best places to kayak. And then you start finding that objective, right? What are you passionate about? That's why I always tell people, start with that. Then go with colors. Look at the colors that are out there. Look at the type of feeling you want people to feel when they're looking at your logo. And you can see here on the top right, when I created Lab Coat Agents, I went to Fiverr. And Fiverr, when I sent it to Fiverr, I sent it to the guys there at Fiverr, and I said, hey guys, I want a little dog, and I want the little dog to have like, to be like a coat, like a science coat. And you know, that's what they came back with on the top right, which you saw. And it wasn't anything that I thought was great, but I thought, you know what, let's just do it. Let's post it out there. And that's what I went with to start. But then you can see as I progressed, I changed it to a lab, which was my original vision, which was, let's bring in a dog, a Labrador, right? Lab coat, and then they have a coat, double meaning, exploring the science of real estate. And so I thought, color-wise, let's think of something lighter, kind of like an orange, kind of like a yellowish, and then red, so that people can really feel the passion. And what I did is I did do research on the colors that we wanted to go with. It was either going to be this orange red, or it was going to be like a greenish, light greenish color. And so we ended up going with this, and I thought, well, why not continue to grow it? And since then, you can take a look at everything else that we've done, but you've got to think about this. And this is how we broke it down initially. It was me and my friend Jacob Fry in a room where we were trying to figure out the logo, and at the same time the brand itself. What does it stand for? Who we are? And we looked at these colors, and I thought, well, since the first logo didn't come out great, I did envision it at first to be, like I said, red or orange, or just maybe green and blue. And you can see with red, I was going for something passionate, active, exciting, bold. And then with orange, I was going with warmth and optimism and just this feeling of motivation. You can see all the brands that choose these different colors. So with green, you can see I was going for something that was giving more of growth and generosity, because we were giving this for free. And look, you can see who the people that chose green are. They're Starbucks, Lacoste. You can see the brands here that are going with the colors, and you can pick whatever you want. You can pick pink, purple, navy blue, regular blue. The idea is to actually think about the colors that you're going with before you choose them, because they will give people feelings and emotions, and they're going to be able to connect with really the that idea of what those colors make them feel. And it's real. Look, we thought about colors from the very beginning. We thought about the branding from the very beginning. And I thought, well, is my logo, I'll go back to the logo. Is the logo going to look great on a shirt? Is it going to look great on a hat? Look, LCA, see my hat? That means Lab Coat Agents. Is it going to look good? And are people going to want to wear it? That's what I thought. And you have to be thinking about this from the very beginning, because you're going all in on your Facebook group, Facebook community. It's what it really is. You're bringing people together. And so you think of colors, you think, great, what is it? Now, next, still part of the brand, you're thinking, well, what else should I pick up? Now, luckily, when I did create this Lab Coat Agents group, I had a friend, I still have him, his name's Bill Sperry. He said, Tristan, great job. Now, go pick up every social media name out there so that you have Lab Coat Agents on Instagram, Lab Coat Agents on Twitter, Lab Coat Agents on YouTube, like Lab Coat Agents on LinkedIn, and now obviously TikTok, which I picked up the name, but we haven't done much with it, and then Facebook business page. So let me show you now on the Facebook business page why it's important. You may think, well, I'm starting only a group. Why would I need to pick up the page? Well, it's important because with a page, once you pick it up, you can then run ads to either grow your group or possibly run ads to show more of the interviews that you do, if you do choose to do interviews, just the ad part. And you're going to have to put some money behind these ads if you do want to grow certain ways or create more influence. And that's what we've done. So first, let me show you where to go to create a page. And so it's pretty easy. Facebook's made it simpler than ever. You go here to the top on your desktop, you say create, and you see where it says page. Last time we went to group. Well, this time we're going to go to page. And it's going to say, well, what do you want to do here? We want to go for business or brand or community or public figure. Let's start just with a business. We want a business or a brand. Of course, you're probably going to create a brand for whatever it is you're doing. For us, it was kayaking, right? Kayaking in the US. And for Lab Coats, it was a brand. And back when we started, I mean, we only had one choice. It didn't split it up into these two different choices. It just said, hey, here's a page, build it. So let's take a look at starting a business page or a brand page in this case. Now, let's go with the theme of kayaking still, right? Kayaking in the US. Right now, I don't want to mess it up, so let's take a look and make sure. Kayaking in the US, that's the name, good. We'll want to keep it the same. Now, one thing that people do sometimes mistake is they think that our group is our business page, and they try to join the business page, and they're like, hey, where's all the activities? So just make sure that you do tell people two different things here. Kayaking in the US category, let's see what it is. Sports. Is kayaking a sport? Let's just say it is, all right? Maybe I should have picked cats. Anyways, it's ready now. Here we go. And all right, so let's add a profile picture. Last time we added one, we went to Canva. Let's do the same thing and create one in Canva. Let's go and find anything. Yeah, we could do a logo here. We can, remember we're kayaking, so we want a kayaking picture. So let's go to elements, maybe under elements. Let's see if there's a little kayak. Who knows? Never tried this before. There it is. There's a little kayak. Who knew? Is it free? It looks like it's all free to go. Change the background color. We'll change it to like a light blue so you can feel like it's in water, or a darker blue. Light blue looks kind of nicer. I kind of like the teal. Let's go with the teal now. Again, I'm going to crop it. Cropping gets me the most the best success on Facebook. So let's go back to Facebook here. I'm going to upload the little profile picture. That's where your head would go normally. And there's a little picture of it. It's going to upload. Now it's asking for the cover photo, that longer photo. And I already prepared one for this specifically. I wanted to differentiate it from our previous page. And this time I did blue. I went with a little bit of a darker blue. Now you can go with whatever color you want. Just trying to give you some ideas of what you can do. You see now I have a picture of a kayak, and I can invite people to like this page. I'm going to invite Jeff Fitzer again. Let's see if it allows me to. Last time Jeff, as soon as I invited him, he's like, what's this? Should I promote this? I'm like, no, man, I'm testing this out. So I have to just be careful who I invite here. Let's invite Sunit. So he'll probably text me and be like, what is this? It's kayaking, dude. We're into kayaking now. All right. So I wonder why I did that. The picture didn't come up here. Let's upload it again. We're going to try this, and then we'll fix it up. Let's see here. Very good. And we're going to bring it down. Keeping on track. And the name that we had before was, here we go, kayaking. Let's see if we can do this. Go back home. Find the kayaking picture that we had from before. Go to kayaking in the US. Let's kayak. So let's change it up. Kayaking in the US. And let's do that right. Let's kayak. And we could even choose that same color that we had before, which was like a teal. I think it was maybe even that teal, which would be good here. And again, remember to crop. Don't download it to your desktop because it will not show very nicely on the phone or on the desktop either. So what we're going to do is upload the photo from our desktop. There we go. And let's see if we matched that teal. Hopefully we did. It kind of looks like it. Now you can bring it down, save it, ready to go. And now if you've got your credit card connected to this, you can run some ads, which is the best thing. Now you can run ads. If you say you interview some amazing kayaker, you go in and now you can push that video to other people and be like, whoa, this is a cool page. And then obviously people will be like, oh, there's a group too. Let's join the group. So that's why you need a page. People are always asking me, is it important? Yes, it is. So make sure you do that. Now, let's continue here on the other part of this, which was creating your presence in other platforms, other social media platforms. And the reason you want to do this is so that nobody else comes in and takes that name if you do end up growing bigger. And even if you pick up YouTube, which we did, we picked up YouTube for lab coats, but we didn't start using it until way later. Same thing with Instagram. Let me see if I can show you that so you can take a look. We just recently started growing our, I think it's right here, our YouTube page. And you can see here, this is our business page. This is a business page for kayaking, I said, but here we go. You can see Lab Coat Agents. We just recently started pushing this, and now all of our webinars are being placed on here. Instagram, we recently started doing this as well. Even though I picked it up years ago, now we're up to 4,000 followers, and we're about to change this up as well. We picked up TikTok as well. Haven't done anything with it yet, but we did do that. And so it's important that you pick up all of these social media outlets so that you're able to really do more things in the future with it. And I'm going to give credit to Bill Sperry here again, my friend. He said, Tristan, make sure you pick up the domain name. So whatever you're going to create, whether it's kayaking, cats, social media, distancing group, whatever, make sure you go pick up the domain and pick up the .com, pick up the .info, pick up whatever you can, other ideas that you may have. It's best to do it now, because if you do end up growing large like we did, there have been times when people try to pick up our name plus whatever else, like lab coat agents, coaching, or lab coat agents, events, or whatever. Make sure you pick up a few. That's my recommendation to you on that. So think a little bit more long-term when you're thinking branding, when you're thinking your specific group. Think a little bit more than it's just something that you're just playing around with, because this passion could lead into something much, much bigger if you're putting your heart and soul into this. And lastly, always, always be improving. This is our latest iteration of our brand. You see, it still has the Lab Coat Agents name, and it still says exploring the science of real estate. But we've come a long way from that inspector dog with the little spyglass to this. And you see the iterations of the colors, you see what we've done, it's grown. Now that looks a lot better on clothing. It looks a lot better on hats, right? And always, always be improving. This is something that most leaders will tell you, most people that have grown a brand into something, you're always having to change, even if it's a small tweak, even if it's a slight change in color, like you saw the gradients there that we did. It's important to always be looking at your brand, see who you're connecting with, see who your audience is, and then continue to grow from there. So do me a favor, subscribe. I'm still growing my YouTube channel, so I need your help. Please subscribe and check out part 3. This was part 2 on growing a massive Facebook group. Thanks for watching.